Keep on going. Try and turn, lean a bit. All right, guys, got a surfboard here. We're going to do an old windsurfing board. Got a couple. Kind of reviewing both of these, and ended up going with this one here. And it's got a nice flat surface. We'll clean up. We're going to chop the board somewhere about here, about a 7-foot board. We're going to mount a foil mount, which I'll show you inside, and then we can shorten the board if we want. But this has got enough flow to it. It's got a nice shape for just getting out and testing the foil. So that's what we're going to do here. All right, so that is the board we're going to work on. And today, in the mail, I got a new 4-bladed prop for the 110mm assembly. This is a much lower pitch. It's got an extra blade, so instead of a 3-blade with super high pitch, we've gone much lower pitch 4-blade, so it has more traction, and we can go higher RPMs and try to maybe go from a 5-to-1 reduction gear down to a 3-to-1, and kind of see how that works going forward. Also got another 80mm prop assembly here with a lower pitch. So this one for direct drive might draw a little bit less and allow us to use the full range of throttle better. So we're going to try that as well. Now, foil mount has got this this foil mount system that sticks on using 3M, and you can slide your mast up and down. It's got lots of room. So it comes with full instructions on how to mount, and more or less we'll clean the deck, get it nice and clean, and we can mount it. It'll mount somewhere right about there. Board will be cut right about here, and that'll give us a bunch of wiggle room to move the mount in both directions and give us a board for testing going forward here. And it'll give us enough float so we can kind of stand up and easily get planing and riding and go from there. So that is going to be the plan this weekend, is to get this board chopped, cut, and installed. Alright, so we now have the foil mount. We've got the board ready. We've filled the board void. We're going to seal the back of this board, but we've closed in the extra hole there. And this foil mount is going to go right in this area here, about 18 inches from the back. This is a 7-foot board, and foil mount says roughly 18 inches. So if we do 18 inches from the back and we mount the foil here, we'll end up having about 3.5 inches either way to adjust the foil in case it's too far forward, too far back. The plan is I'm actually doing it a little extra further because I eventually would like to chop the board a little smaller, somewhere back here, make it a 6.5-foot board. I just made it extra big for a little extra leader flotation, so it's easier to get up and get started as we test out a bunch of the foils. Eventually I do want to drop down to a nice small high flotation board, so it's really easy to get out and ride. But right now the bigger board here is kind of the direction we're going for now. Alright, so we installed the hydrofoil mount. This is from foilmount.com. This is the standard foil. It goes on most boards that are have a flat base on it. You can see we've mounted it on this board here, and more or less this is an awesome kit. So you open it up, black foil mount is in here, comes with all the parts, the little sanding block, you've got your alcohol wipes, and you've got your stainless steel nuts and bolts, and there's some brackets there in the garage still that slide into these grooves, and you can mount the foil, and you can adjust your foil about 3 inches either way, so you get tons of room. And just wanted to also thank Foil Mount for helping get these to us real quick, so we can get this unit. We're going to give it a try hopefully this weekend. Here's the back. Pretty much any board you put the foil mount on, mount your foil, and you are riding. So hopefully this weekend we can get up on the board and test out. We've got about 8 different prop and gear ratios we're going to be testing over the next week or so, and we'll hopefully get some footage and get up and riding with this this board setup. Quick little paint job, just enough to take the old school out of it and make it a little fresher. So I just did the top and just a little design on the bottom. Nothing too serious, but I ended up putting a black stripe across it just for our feet, so that when we're up here standing with our feet on it, we've got a better judge of where the center line is, because obviously you've got to be standing dead center on the foil board. So next step is to put the jet motor on the bottom. We're going to test the different thrusts out in the bay and measure those this weekend. And then we're going to put the hydrofoil on at the end of the weekend and hopefully get up riding and hopefully have a couple of versions that work. Anyways, that's it.